Hello. 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 Hello.
Live at the time it was recorded from the spare bedroom in beautiful downtown Southeast Pennsylvania, USA. It's Season 2 of the Josh and AC podcast. This is The Dead End with Josh and AC. joshandac.podbean.com. Follow us on social media at Josh and AC on Facebook, Josh and AC Podcast on Instagram. Visit our YouTube page, Josh and AC Podcast, or send us an email, joshandacpodcast@gmail.com.
Hello,
Whoa, what is going on?
We just went over this. Hello, everybody, coming in. Season 2, episode 47. We're going to speed right through this one, kind of like AC did coming home earlier. Speeding right down the highway. We'll call this one the Forgotten episode because, well, we forgot about it until Friday night.
Well, let's talk about that. Before we get into that, my freaking microphone stand, my boom mic won't stay. All right, there we go. All right, so welcome in, everybody. Season 2, episode number 47, our final double-digit episode before we hit 100. This is The Dead End with Josh and AC, joshandac.podbean.com. You know how to find us, and we go over that shit at the end of the show anyway. So, yeah, let's talk about this. So,
in typical Josh and AC fashion,
well, here's the deal.
Again.
We were so excited to record number 100, episode 100, that we totally forgot that we need to do 47.
Was an afterthought.
Yeah, that we got to record the 99th episode first. This was after you left, right?
Yeah, I don't think we realized until like Wednesday.
So after you left, no, I was uploading the video for last week's episode.
Hang on, I'll see when it came in.
Yeah, I was uploading the video, and I was like, "Yo, dude, we still have another show to record. There's like nothing for this week." So here we are. It's Sunday night, and we're recording Thursday's episode, so it'll be fresh. And then tonight at dinner, Josh asked me, how the hell did we get behind again? And I was like, we didn't get behind. We just didn't record 2 shows on Tuesday like we normally do. So, again, we were so excited that you all were joining us.
Wednesday night, you told me.
Yeah, that was so when I was putting the YouTube video up.
At 10 o'clock at night, I get a text
that
says,
I
dude, we don't have an episode for next week.
I literally went on to Podbean, and I was like, fuck. Like, we don't have one more episode, and, like, the next one doesn't come out, like, the 100th episode doesn't come out till Cinco de Mayo.
You would think we would have this down by now.
No, are you kidding me?
Look, we're not going to be watching TV all night.
I am going to be watching TV, and they can see me watching TV,
you're not.
too.
You're going to pay attention to the show.
Fuck off. Do I ever pay attention to the show?
This is the second time we had to start the show because the first time wasn't good.
I didn't have the volume up correctly.
The second
on my
time you didn't have my fucking mic on after I pointed to my mic and asked you if it was good, and you said yes, and you didn't turn it on.
Well, now everybody can see that I fucked up, so... All right, everybody. So,
can you say it again one more time?
I fucked up.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, you can't get your fucking face right. You need to put makeup on or something because your camera keeps adjusting.
I have the
well, no, it's
of
because
like
it's because your fucking screen is like 500 lumens or whatever the hell they call them, like candle power over there. So
I have the skin tone of Bela Lugosi when he played Dracula.
Yeah, I need to just get you some like makeup or something to put on so that way it's not as bad. But anyway, and then
never make mistakes.
Well, and then our mic, my microphone was picking up the fan on the computer.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out
so
what the buzzing was, and I thought AC left his vibrator on over there, but
you wish.
Apparently not.
All right, so welcome in. This is episode 47. Just so you know, we did record the 100th episode. Super excited to share that with all of you.
It is a little longer, I'll warn you. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Yeah. But it's our special.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
So Vinny was here.
We were able to bring Charles Nelson Riley back from the grave.
Charles Nelson Riley's here. You got a
Ryan
awesome,
made a cameo.
Awesome intro, Ryan, via electronics as he normally has been recently. But he made his appearance. We played a game. It was fantastic. I think it went well. Josh has watched it like 6 times.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game. I think it might be up there as one of our best games ever.
It actually worked out well. I actually came up with that idea. I can't believe that.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes up for you forgetting to record 47.
I didn't forget to record 47. I told you that we needed 47.
I guess we both kind of could be blamed.
So we spent like 20 minutes just arguing as to how we screwed this up, and we really didn't screw anything up.
Well, kinda.
Well,
Not really.
We didn't. We just
sorta.
didn't. We didn't pay attention. We got so excited for 100 that we didn't record. We didn't record the 99 episode. So
It's all good. We're here now.
yeah. All right. If I
Lots
close,
to talk about tonight.
vaginas.
Vaginas, emails, AC. Oh, AC and vaginas, I guess, are 2 separate topics. Right?
Yeah. So emails first. Do you have them open?
I can in a
What the
second.
fuck were you doing, dude?
I was prepared to do the show 15 minutes ago when we said we were going to start the show.
Oh
15
my
minutes ago.
god.
None of
I
this.
want to be home by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, so much for that now. It's fucking 3 hours before
All right. Well, first of all,
the sun rises.
I don't know where we ever sang Air Supply.
Yeah,
Matt.
I think Matt might have it confused with
that's
Ario.
Ario's Speedwagon.
But I'm still going to say thanks anyway because he was very complimentary towards me. And that
Yeah.
don't happen very often.
Well, he also says fuck OneDrive. Well, no, not fuck OneDrive because that's saving our ass. That's got about 200 gigs worth of our shows on it right now.
So you do the Matt emails. I will address the Zach email.
Maddie, why do you want me to do that? There's like 3,000 of them.
Well, I mean, they're all towards me. I want to hear you actually comment.
Well, Andrea Campbell wants to know if we've claimed our podcast yet.
I don't think we have.
Did you get my last email? I'd really like you to claim your podcast on the latest social audio app.
Yeah.
So let me know if you're interested.
Yeah. She also sent me a picture of her twat, too.
Oh, boy.
Why?
Delete that one.
Gaping. Very gaping.
Yeah. All right.
So Matt was impressed with my singing ability. Matt also thanked me for introducing him to Hollywood Undead. Matt, if you haven't done so already, check out the song Bullet by Hollywood Undead. I think you'll like that. What else? This one's directed to you, AC. It says, we cool. My sister-in-law, AC's doctor, isn't really the audience of your podcast. She is cool, but not Josh and AC. Or dead end cool.
Yeah.
She also knew AC's
Listen, I
cup
disagree with
size.
that. She is cool like us. So
Well, he said she also knows AC's cup size. I mean, AC was a chef, and that's why she recommended the podcast to me. So we don't share notes on your antics. So she must think we're talking about like this week. It must be like that. Who's that old bag with the hunch on her back? Julia Child. She probably thinks it's like a Julia Child podcast. This week we're going to learn how to flambe some sea bass. I don't even know if you can flambe,
flambe
sea bass.
sea bass.
You probably cook it, but
Yeah. All right.
then he says fuck OneDrive, and then out of the woodwork crawls Zach.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's still listening.
He does. He tells me he listens at work, and he does it like a rebel because he works with like a lot of Mennonite people, so they're not even allowed to like have radios. And Zach will put them on, and then he puts headphones on, like to ear safety headphone kind of things.
Is he like a foreman, a supervisor?
I think so.
Zach, you'll have to let us know what you actually do. I don't know what you actually do anymore.
I know he builds impressive things because like when he's around, I'll try to talk to him like I know what I'm talking about. So I'll be like, "Yeah, the other day I was working on a piece of poplar, and I dovetailed the dados with some biscuits, and I put a rabbit in there too." And
So let me get this straight, Josh. So Zach has a pretty good job.
Yes.
That has like some skill involved in it.
Right.
Ryan has a job that actually...
don't even say that because my
Listen,
job requires skill.
It does require skill because I couldn't do shit on the side of the highway.
Shall we go back to the fucking wiper blade debate
No, we shouldn't.
from episode 100?
No. You were able to change the light bulb in my car.
I changed the light bulb in your car. I cleaned your car. I found a mummified prune under the seat.
That I didn't find that
And
when I was cleaning
like
today.
you said, yes. Try working along 81 or 61 or fucking any busy roadway. It's not easy.
Well, and then when you got some old bag fucking watching you too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell him, I'm like, come on, I'll watch if you want to see a show.
What music are you playing right now?
This is the sounds of Nintendo.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, it
You have
is
something
it
else
is
on?
Sunday night. Zach had an email, so can
Yeah,
I
you, want
read
me
it?
to, you can read it.
I got it.
Yeah.
All right. He says,
Do you
"Hey
want me
guys."
to change the music?
Yes, please. He says, "Hey guy."
Hey, guy.
Hey guys.
Hey, guy.
Sorry it's been a while since I reached out, but don't worry, I'm still listening to the shows. Only had a chance to watch a little bit of one episode on YouTube, but I enjoyed the little I did get to watch. In one of the most recent episodes, I, as an AC, was talking about Ozark. The series is so good. See, Josh?
Yeah,
It's hard to stop watching when you start. Zach, 100% agree with that. All of the actors are good, and I feel the show wouldn't be the same without Ruth.
Who the
in
fuck
it.
is Ruth?
Ruth is the girl. She is the girl that was. She's a Langmore. So
who?
it's a bad name, like a bad name family. And she basically works for them, but kind of separated. It's a whole. You got to watch the show to understand. It's a whole big thing. But literally, the season 4, part 1 ended with her saying, "If you want me to stop, you're gonna have to kill me first." So, yeah, is this what you?
I saw a porno like that one time.
All right.
What the fuck? Who's Luke?
And the stuff that she says is hilarious. She is fucking awesome. And Zach also recommends Ozark to anyone. I binge watched it. I watched the whole thing in less than a month. So
I feel like I'm so out of touch now.
And
Nobody wants to watch Cobra Kai. But
and
I'm
April
still sitting there
April
watching
29th, the rest of it comes out. So
Yeah, right.
he says, on another note, congrats on hitting 100 episodes. I just don't know how you guys have that much to talk about. Haha. Keep the shows coming. Some of the most recent episodes had me cracking up. That's all for now, Zach. All right. So, Zach, appreciate the email, the shout-outs, all that kind of stuff. Agree about the Ozark stuff. Now what are you playing?
It's supposed to be upbeat music.
It's fucking shady maple music right there. But, yeah, we always appreciate the shout-outs. Just reading through our...
Why can't I find any good music ever? You think I'd be okay at this, but no, I'm not. I suck at this. I should just quit.
Yep.
Fucking leave this show.
All right.
Move on to greener pastures.
All right. So, Zach, we appreciate you still hanging in there with us. We know, and I agree that some of the shows are pretty freaking funny that we do. I listen back at them every now and then, and yeah. But Matt like sent us like 300 emails, so.
But I love, because I know he's alive then, because you get, you
Yep.
know, his up-to-date for the month.
And he catches up with us, whereas he normally doesn't catch up with us like right away. So, but at least he's still listening. He's still one of those listeners. We're very hot and cold. The way that our shows are dropping in too, it's been strange lately.
Yeah.
But we're still getting those 30 consistents, which is great. So, yeah, that's it for emails, man.
Remember, you can send them in, joshandacpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, we appreciate those emails, the ratings, the
Facebook
comments. Yeah.
I know Frank's still around. He likes the show yet. He always tells me. We're not supposed to be giving them that much of a hint into
Okay.
next week.
Oh yeah.
Where do we go next? How about on to dinner?
Dinner, yeah.
And
All right.
trip home.
So the trip home. Let's talk about that. So it's funny. Josh and I both came from the same direction tonight. I had to run up to camp.
Yeah, you were like 2 minutes away from my house.
Yeah. Well, not really. It's like 15 minutes, but I was up in Josh's way, just helping out with something at camp, making sure that anybody that's coming to visit the camp has the opportunity to see parts of the camp that they're going to be essentially renting from us. So it was the summer leader meeting tonight, so I got to be up there for that. So on the way home, I just said to Josh, "You want to stop?" Because we were trying to decide. Josh asked if he needed to eat before he came to camp. Before he came home to my place, to the podcast studio, and I said, "Why don't we stop at the Exeter Diner?" Which is a roll of the dice.
Was good.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Well, except they gave me the wrong thing.
Yeah, they gave you the wrong thing, and then my liver was on point, though.
Yeah, and let's talk about this, okay? So Josh can't eat. What? Alexa, shut up. I feel bad because I just told Alexa to shut up. Alexa just started saying stuff.
She's hitting the finger.
So, of all things that you can't eat or won't eat, you eat fucking liver.
Well, name things I don't eat, okay?
Anything spicy.
Bullshit. I've been doing way better with that.
All right, how about you name all the things you don't eat?
I don't eat clams because I'd rather
Okay.
eat a booger. I don't
Okay.
eat oysters because I'd rather
I don't
eat
eat
a booger.
oysters.
Anything on a half shell, unless it has turtle power, I'm not eating it.
So you eat turtle?
Maybe.
Tastes like chicken.
You ate turtle already?
Mhm.
Now, I ate a few girls that smelled like clams.
Oh.
But,
A few.
well, yeah. And that's the worst smell to try to get rid of. Because, like, you could try whatever, and that thing just sticks on you. You almost have to, like, bathe in hydrochloric acid or peroxide to get that
We're spiraling. Continue.
smell out. Well, it's going to segue
right,
great into
anyway.
our vagina conversation later.
Anyway, so Josh eats liver for dinner, which I think is the most disgusting thing. Because I don't understand.
Yummy.
So I said to Josh, no chef in a nice restaurant has calf's liver on their menu.
Yeah, well.
There's a reason for that. That's only Pennsylvania Dutch, like Amish, German, I guess. But a liver processes urine.
Yeah.
And you're eating something that processes the urine.
Maybe it was an alcoholic cow and it processed a lot of alcohol instead.
I just don't understand why you would eat that. And it's typically veal cat. It's veal liver.
Look, I don't need to know them before I eat them, okay? You're not going in there thinking everything's humane when you eat the fucking, turkey soup and stuff.
I don't know. You seem to enjoy it.
I did. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a hard thing to find in a lot of places. You can't find a good liver and onions.
I definitely don't eat liver and onions.
My mom used to make it. Oh, I loved it.
Now, when you cook that shit, I used to have to cook it at the diner, and it fucking stank.
See, I'm afraid to cook it because I don't think I'll be able to cook it right.
You
But
gotta
I'd like to try cooking it on a
sear.
grill.
You gotta sear. No, it'll ruin it.
Really?
It'll dry it out.
I know she used to put it in a frying pan.
Yeah, you have to sear it.
Sear the hell out of it.
Well, sear the outside and then turn it down.
Yeah.
And then put like butter in there, and just kind of slowly do it.
Liver.
All right, it's disgusting. So, and then
So
at
anyway.
the diner, I ordered a chicken breast.
Yes, Mr. Health Conscious.
Yeah.
And they bring out
Fucking
a stuffed
chicken
breast.
breast. Well, she even asked
swimming
me.
in gravy.
She even asked me, "Do you want the stuffed chicken breast?" And I said, "No, the grilled chicken breast with gravy."
With the rice.
Yeah, it had rice, but no. What do they bring out? They bring out the fucking stuffed chicken
Yeah.
breast.
It was
so.
like the size of my bicep.
Yeah. Well, and then there's salad bar at this place. So there's soup. First of all, Josh got no salad on his plate.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
The coleslaw was salad at one point before they mixed it with the mayo.
Josh got no salad on
There
his
was
plate.
cabbage in that.
He took all the noodles out of the chicken noodle soup.
Oh, shut up.
He had pasta, no broth.
No, I didn't want the broth, but there was
Roll, no
turkey in
butter.
there. There was turkey in there.
Roll, no butter.
That was a bit of a misstep, but yeah, that
because
was,
those rolls are really dry.
yeah, that was like chewing through fucking the insole of a shoe.
Well, see, if you didn't have your pasta and had soup, you would have had something to dip it in.
Well, I dipped it in a little bit that was in there.
Okay. Well, if you would have had, again,
then
soup, not pasta.
I got so offended when AC handed me a pack of crackers that were broken. Because, well, wait a minute. I got to break these anyway.
Yeah.
So half the work's already done this.
But
top
I did
one's
offer you a
broken.
different pack, and you didn't take them.
I said, no, I'm not that guy.
So then Josh was being perverted and scoping out the entire restaurant female scene.
Yeah. And you were doing the same with the male scene.
No, I just said on the waiter,
But-
the waiter.
All right, I got to bring my confusion up with that guy sitting at the bar. There was an old guy sitting
Oh,
at
yeah.
the bar.
Dressed like it was 20 degrees outside.
He had a T-shirt on, but then he decided he would get dressed for the other seasons. So he had, like, pants, and then he had, like, snow rain boots on. I'm like, this guy's ready for everything. He clearly is a true Pennsylvanian because it was 70 when he came in, but it could very well be snowing when he leaves.
Yeah, well, listen, it was getting 30 degrees outside tonight, so, you know.
He was ready.
He was ready for it, 100%. So, yeah,
The
it
food
was
was
interesting.
good.
Yeah, I was admiring the waiter on the other side. I said to Josh, I wish we were on the other side.
Yeah.
He might have had some more luck on that side, too.
Actually, he might be calling in. Let's see if we can find him anywhere. Here he is.
No, it wasn't that kid.
See.
It wasn't him.
You want me to come stuff your burrito?
It wasn't. Not that one. See, you don't know which one it was.
This guy.
It was the really tall guy.
Hi,
Yeah,
I'm
see?
Lurch. Hi, AC. Would you like filet mignon cock?
No, Josh and I had the conversation. Like, he's like this, definitely acts like he's like some dumb muscular guy.
Yeah.
And I said to Josh, it's just the equivalent of you picking up some dumb blonde chick.
Yeah, well.
So just a male version.
He walked out. We're sitting at the table, and he just here. Everything's slow tonight, so we got to. Oh, now that works good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I described it, because he takes care of his body, like he's built, so he definitely is much, but he didn't seem like he had much of a brain.
Are you a homosexual?
He works at the fucking Exeter Diner, so
You gotta suck on them before you chew on them.
are you gonna make sure they all work?
They're
Because
slow.
our leaders
They're
are
like
stupid.
delayed.
Our politicians are stupid.
Yeah, so anyway, then we go, we go walk back out to the cars. And I said, AC, I'll follow you because I don't exactly remember where you live. And he's like, okay, fine. And then
No, I said, yeah, bullshit, you don't know where I live.
so we go to get in the cars, and it's
I was
wow,
gone.
AC, did you upgrade the muffler on your car? AC, wait! There he goes. He's out in traffic.
Well, no, that was when we got like down into Amity. That was a little bit further. Because I lost you somewhere after.
Yeah, we pulled out of the parking lot. That's where he lost me.
No, because you were with me.
Oh, no, there he goes. Hang on, I'm catching up.
You were with me.
He's slowing down. I'm almost there.
You were with me all the way through the laundromat.
I can see his light. I thought I saw his license plate. Never mind.
No, you were with me until we came down. Till we came down where the jug handle is, and then I couldn't see you anymore. I had to know where you went.
Oh, stoplight.
So then Josh, with his tinted windows, said that he was being followed by a cop, and I said, because you look suspicious.
Amity Township cop. But that's him pulling away after you.
I was going with the flow of traffic, man. I don't know
The
about
fuck you were.
I was going with the flow of
And I
traffic.
almost texted you because the first lane switch you made, you didn't use the turn signal.
I usually don't use my turn signal if there's nobody around me. There was nobody behind me except
What?
you.
No shit, as fast as you were going.
I usually
This is perfect. This sounds like we were there.
I only use my turn signal to change lanes if there's somebody around me.
Oh my god, this is great. This should be called, instead of best car sounds, it should be called best of AC driving sounds.
All right, yes.
This
So,
is pretty much
but
what it
you
is.
got here not 5 minutes behind me. And why do you go down Bridge Street? Why don't you turn at Redner's?
I'm not brave enough to do that yet. I don't know that way. I refuse to use a goddamn GPS for a place I know where I'm going.
You literally make a right turn and then a left turn and another left.
But what if I get lost?
You drive like 50 miles to get here every week.
Oh, this is fucking great.
All right. So, yes,
All these guys could be you the way they're driving.
I drove the pace that I needed to get
Pace
home.
my ass.
Josh, I drive that all the time. I can't help that you were being followed by a cop because you look fucking suspicious, okay? That's not my problem. All right, are you done now? Speaking of assholes and restaurants. All right, are you done now before I have to cut your computer off?
Yeah. You're pulling into the parking lot now, so we're good. So, this was from when I went to the Chinese place last time. But it just goes for any restaurant in general. You ever get stuck at the, like, you're in a booth, and, like, I have Will with me, and Amber's Gavin. We're in the booth. And I'm always mindful of the people sitting behind me because those booths, they flex when people lean on them. The last fucking time I went to Chinese, I could have killed the fucking prick sitting there. It's one of those guys that's got to, like, stretch his back every 2 fucking seconds. Like, he picks the fork up and he's there. And then it does one of these. And those things are, like, you know, not even particle board. And he's fucking, like, feels like you're being kicked in the back of the neck with his goddamn booth.
And you did nothing about it.
He was a big Puerto Rican dude. What am I going to do?
Maybe he's a pussy.
Hey, no-o, kicko, bootho into my backo. Like, what am I going to say to him?
Why are you assuming that he doesn't know English?
Well, I don't know, but I figured I would.
He is eating Chinese food.
Well, maybe he was a Middle Eastern Chinese Puerto Rican guy. I don't know. But I didn't want to, it just pisses me off. Have you dealt with that bullshit?
Yeah, but I don't get as, like, if it was a fucking kid, you have obviously never been on an airplane where you had somebody behind you that can't sit still.
I've been on an airplane, but
They fucking,
I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, God, we're going to die, we're going to die, we're going to die, we're going to die. So,
how many times have you flown on an airplane?
a lot. I've flown enough. And I'm flying again in November, so.
Those poor people.
That just annoys me. Like, be fucking courteous to the people around you. Motherfuckers. Like,
You know where we live, right? Like, that doesn't happen.
it's just that you get the entitled old people. Like tonight. All right, had I been an old person and I unwrapped and saw I had a dirty fork, I would have got a free meal out of that shit. Not me. I scratched the mac and cheese.
Yeah,
that was
which,
caked on off.
first of all, I can't believe you did that because that's so gross because you don't know whose fucking mouth was all over that.
Oh, well, I'm triple
Yeah,
vaxxed.
it is-
Hopefully the COVID was dead.
It is scary just the thought of using utensils that everybody has. There's a procedure for that, but they obviously don't do a very good job cleaning utensils.
I don't know how you missed it because it looked like somebody fucking blew a load on that
Yeah,
fork.
and they wrap all their silverware, so there's no
Well, you
reason
had to
for
look at it.
Yeah, there was.
Plus,
there's-
they're touching the pointy things that go in your mouth.
yeah, they're
and
not.
God knows they're washing the
Well,
hands.
you have plenty of pointy things that go in their mouth.
in
your
their
mouth,
in their
in your
mouths.
mouth.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, you
like,
want to. I felt like you. wanted
I'm
to put,
hung like Poseidon's trident. I got 3 little forks that come out the
I
end.
feel like you wanted to put something in the waitress's mouth.
She was like 70.
You don't care.
Was that the one complaining about her lumbago that she
No,
had
that
to go
was the
get
other
back
lady.
injections for?
That was the other
Fucking
lady.
old bag.
Yeah, that was the other lady. Oh man.
Oh, and then we're sitting there looking at the menu, and some old lady spills a cup of water or whatever
it was so hard
right
not to
across
laugh.
from us, and I'm
It was
like,
so hard not to.
"Oh God, don't look, don't look!" And
Yeah,
I'm like
you-
trying to look down.
Josh actually said that.
And I felt bad because like it was either her Parkinson's or maybe she shit her diaper. I don't know what it was, but I feel bad for people like that because I'm like, damn, I could be old one day. And
Yeah.
that brings me into a whole.
And it
nother-
did just fall. Like it spilled, and then you just heard it dropping on the floor.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was it was like, oh my God, it was so.
And then Josh was amazed because they used coffee filters to
I
clean it up.
never saw.
Well,
then
and
they
they're-
put it back in the coffee machine.
It is a way to clean stuff up. I will tell you though, it is extremely expensive to use coffee filters to do that. Paper towels work just as fine, but they might not have paper towels at that place. They may just use rags. The only place they have paper towels are probably the hand sinks.
I don't know.
Some restaurant owners won't spring for lots of paper towels. They just use them at the hand sinks because they're required to by law.
But
Do you remember like you used to go to like places like the Leesport auction? They had that. They had like the towel that hung.
oh my God, yeah,
Yeah, it was
we
all
lived
dirty.
through that.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing how
Nowadays, geez, you'd offend somebody.
Yeah, well, and then they had it so that you could move it like that would fucking
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah, because it goes back up into the tin box
Yeah.
on the wall.
Must sanitize it in there or something.
Yeah,
But oh god,
yummy.
I just remember that. It was like just to think, and it used to be so gross and dirty. It would be nice when you would get there early in the morning because it'd be fresh, clean one. So people wipe their ass and then rub it all over that towel. Anyway,
I don't know. And then like I looked at that lady as she spilled her water and was picking up her lemon, and immediately I get so depressed because face it, we're dead at some point in our lives. Like, this is what I think of. Yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I'm terrified. What about you? What do you think will die first, our podcast or me?
the podcast for sure. Now, don't jinx it, dude. Come on. We start talking about shit, you'll wind up in the fucking hospital again.
This is just so... I don't want to die. I am terrified of this. I think about this a lot lately. You know, it's 5% more than average, according to that thing.
I don't know what the hell they're showing on.
I don't know. Well, you need to stop texting Romeo over there. What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to annoy you. It's working.
I want to give you a little music to help you.
All right. Let's continue on. We're boring these people, okay?
We're not. I'm doing a show.
We're already 30 minutes in. All right, so let's talk about my day today. This should be pretty quick. So I didn't tell you this story because I want to talk about it on the show tonight. So I scheduled an appointment with Pep Boys. I don't know why I keep going back there. Because I know the mechanic. All right.
You know the mechanic.
No, I know the mechanic, and he's done decent things. Like he actually when he does his
Can't, like, rip you off.
right when he's an honest guy, and he'll tell you you're gonna need this, but you don't need it now. As long as you keep going back to him, he said that. As long as you just keep putting my name out there, that's all he cares about because he gets the commission for the sale, right? So the service managers are all douchebags at these places, all right? So
I know. I used to be one.
So I scheduled an appointment. I get there this morning, and now my mechanic is on vacation. I knew that, but I needed to get the inspection. It was overdue. So I went to get the inspection. The fucking guy that's replacing Joe, my mechanic.
Wait, where's he going? He's done?
No, he's on vacation, so he's replacing him. He's out. Joe's out for 2 weeks. So
okay.
So, and I needed to get it done. I should have called them sooner to schedule an appointment to make sure Joe was there. But I get there this morning. Couldn't call me, Josh. Get there at 9
why'd do
o'clock
that?
this morning.
We're behind.
No, they don't. They only have one inspector, and he called out.
Thanks,
Joe
guys.
and the other guy, there's only 2 state inspectors because you obviously have to be licensed for that, right? or at least certified to be an inspector.
You need a license.
Okay, so there's only 2 of them, and Joe is one of them. He's on vacation, and the other guy
admissions is a separate license.
and the guy called out. Do you know how hard it is to fucking find a place on a Sunday that has an inspector?
Oh yeah.
So, do you know where I had to go? I went to fucking Mavis Tire.
Oh God.
Well, see, I got my tires there, but she was willing to help me. She didn't know when her guy was supposed to start. He was scheduled at like 9 o'clock, but didn't show up. But said that he'd be in by 10.
How could you have a job and just show where the fuck you
Well,
want?
yeah, I don't know what it is. That they must it just must be the world they're living in right now. But so basically, she said to me, "Give me a call back in a little bit, and I'll try and get you in." She said we could definitely do it if you got time. So now I obviously had stuff to do this afternoon, right? So I didn't want to spend all day. And I told her, I said, as soon as you can get me in. So I called him at 10:05. I tried other places like Jiffy Lube. Jiffy Lube doesn't have anybody on the weekends to do inspections. So,
Nice.
But with Pep Boys, what pisses me off is you have to call the location because some of them don't have inspectors on Sunday, but they'll let you book it online to do a state inspection.
Makes sense.
And you know what the fucking
Foolproof
managers?
system.
Do you know what the managers say? Oh, well, they'll let you book anything. You can book it for 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, no, you really can't book it for 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, but you guys should really, like, for state inspections, say call, you know. But I read in the right, this new service manager, there's a douchebag. So Pep Boys just lost my business completely, and I've gotten my oil changes with them for years. Because they're consistent, Josh. That's all I care about. It's consistent and honest. They're not douchebags.
Yeah.
So, but what pisses me off is Joe loses that business. You know, he's losing that business, but you know, Mavis is literally right down the street. So so if I needed to not wait there, I could just leave. You know,
I am so glad I could do most of the work on my vehicle myself.
Well, the problem is that I have to be careful because certain things on the Hyundai car, if you do it yourself, they void it. So if something happens with like the oil when I change the oil, then they could say that they're not going to replace the shit when it's broken. So
Yeah, makes sense.
But so anyway, I got into Mavis at 11:15 after driving all the way down to Pep Boys in Exton, like 30 minutes away this morning, to find out that they didn't have an inspector. Said to the guy, you could have called me to tell me that. He's like, well, unfortunately, I didn't see your appointment. It just said you had an oil change. And I was like, yeah, I said I had an oil change and an inspection scheduled for this morning. Well, you did it online. You got to call us for that stuff. And I said, it doesn't say I need to call you.
Don't allow you to do it online.
I said, you should
asshole.
ask. I said, you guys are the voice to your company. I said, make sure that they take it off there. So I just walked out. I just turned around and walked out. This is what he says to me. We only have a Monday through Friday, but I got a guy coming in next Saturday. It's like, are you fucking this guy is so stupid.
What
This
a
new one that's at this
dipshit.
one is so stupid. And then also, I didn't realize either, they don't tell you online, the waiting room is closed at the one in Exton now too because they're turning into Advanced Auto Parts. So they're remodeling, so there's no waiting room right now.
Okay.
So you got to fucking drop off your car. Now, mind you, Josh, this is on 100 and like
Oh, there's plenty of places. to
like
go there.
422 Exeter busy 100.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it's
yeah.
like down there.
Oh, I know where it is.
Right. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Just go walk around 100, go down to Walmart and just fucking chill in Walmart until my car is done? Like, these guys were morons. So anyway, got it done at Mavis, got there at 10:45, took care of the car. Everything passed, thank goodness. And they gave me April stickers instead of March. She said she was out of March stickers, so they put the April stickers on for me. I was like, oh, well, I got an extra month out of that one. So, but I will tell you, somehow going to camp turned my day around because I was fucking miserable, Josh. Horribly miserable. No, that's not what happened at camp. There was no, God no. It was just a beautiful day at camp. It was a nice, peaceful drive, listening to music. Nobody pissed me off on the drive up to camp. So it was nice. I was hoping to get there early, but because of the car situation, I couldn't do that. And I lost the fucking name tag off my uniform. I put it in the place that I should. So I washed my scout uniform, okay? So I took all the shit off of it that could fall off. So you would think that I would have thought to put it in the best place possible. But would I go back to, like, I put it in a logical spot, right, to find my shit?
It's not there.
No, it was there, but I didn't think to look in the logical spot that I would have put it. I put it with all my other scout shit, but I didn't go there. So I spent like 25 minutes looking for all that, and it was where it should have been in the first place.
Oh,
it was
for
just,
fuck's sake.
I was so miserable. And then I wanted to fly the drone at camp and get some really cool pictures of the mountains today because it was perfectly sunny.
Somebody shot your drone down.
No, I didn't have time. I got to camp when the meeting started, so I never got to do it. And then by the time I got out of the meeting, it was getting later because I needed to get back down for you. But also, the sun was at the wrong position. So the sun doesn't get up high enough. So if you fly the drone, it goes right into the
I had
camera.
that problem, not being able to
Yeah.
get it up high enough.
So if I were to try and shoot like images, the drone would have like tons of glare on the camera because you're basically pointing it right at the sun. So I wasn't able to get any good shots. Like in the summertime, it's better because the sun's much higher during the day, so you get much better shots at that time.
Fucker, damn bitch ass.
But I will tell you,
mother bastard.
I was in a much better mood.
Chucklehead
I was
fucker.
miserable today, miserable this morning because of that fucking car situation. So anyway, there's my day. All right, we're at 35 minutes.
That's good.
All right, so let's talk about this. So the other day, and this is a little bit now since my sister brought it up, but she heard some Canadian guy say this. The word was tuna canoe. So what do you think about that? What do you think about when I say tuna canoe, Josh?
I think of like an old bar fly with a smelly cunt.
Well, so Josh gets the idea of this guy was obviously talking about a cooter, and he talked about a tuna, called it a tuna canoe, and it had my sister rolling on the floor. So I had to mention this, and then I thought to Josh, why don't we look up some of the other weird names that piece of equipment has been called. So, Josh, be my guest. So we found a website that actually has names for all of this stuff. What is this?
Sounding the tuna canoe.
Oh.
So I'm not going to go through all 150.
Man, I would
of
really love to use Sounding the Tuna Canoe for the show title, but I think that would be too offensive.
these. Sounding the ...
No.
That's not even a good foghorn, though. I want a good one that's like the one at Shells. Here we go. This is a good one.
Somebody's opened up. Had some wind.
I'm yelling inside of her.
Yeah.
Hello! How are you down there? It's very windy outside your vagina. I think I'm gonna walk down. I think I'm gonna come and take a sniff of your flower. Maybe I could see your folds, if you know what I'm talking about.
What the
that?
hell is that? What is going on in there?
That sounds like a fucking nuclear.
It's gonna self-destruct.
I'll tell you what, if you spread a girl's legs and that's what you're hearing.
That was pretty good. All right, so why don't we get into some of these,
Baby,
Josh?
I want you so bad right now. Oh, God, just come here. What the hell? Oh, my God.
This is the emergency alert system.
Warning, warning, do not enter. Do not enter. It is not safe in here. Uh-oh. You're gonna get out of here now.
Where is this show headed?
Oh, boy, that's pretty good. I got to get that as a...
Can you stop?
Spread them, baby.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some of these because we got a whole list of shit to talk about, dude. Stop. We still have a ton of shit to talk about.
All right, anyway. So, some of these names. The Apex. Never heard of that. That's stupid.
No. Yeah. Find some good ones here, okay?
Her
I just
bud.
ripped ass.
Her bud.
I don't know. Well, obviously there's some obvious ones on here.
What would you say if you said, "Hey, baby, let me dive into your pool of moisture"? That's easily ended with a slap.
Well, it's got fragrant curls on here.
Let me put my sword in your sheath.
Does it really say that?
Well, sheath is one.
Okay.
How about the junction of her thighs? That sounds like something your GPS would say.
Wet curls. Nub.
How about your...
Road to christening. The Netherlands. Pie corner, Josh.
How about your cock squeezer?
Does it really say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Porridge. I don't.
Boy, I'd love to go to your
Look at number 43.
43. Hang on.
You'll like that one.
Ladies' toe toupee.
Oh, that's good.
Just make sure the toupee doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Tuna. How about your tuna town? Your bearded clam.
Altar of Venus.
How about your notorious VAG?
Oh, wait. Number 56, Josh. It's your favorite.
Fish lips.
Fish lips.
No. That's a totally different thing.
You've been telling your kid to say fish lips all the time.
No, I call him fish lips. I'm not
I
referring to
know.
him
Well,
as
obviously
vagina lips.
you're referring to something.
Axe wound. I like axe wound.
Well, taco's on there, so there's some pretty obvious ones. Love button, beaver taco, fish lips, camel toe, cock sock. Jeez.
How about your goop shoot?
There's some terrible ones on here. Sperm bottle, meat curtains, cookie nookies, vertical smile, snake charmer.
How about your...
Oh, this is good. Penis fly trap.
Ah, gross.
Home plate.
Bearded clam.
Does it really say that on there?
Your banana basket.
Bacon hole. Whiskey biscuit.
How about your dew flaps? Ugh.
God.
That sounds like a new flavor of Mountain Dew.
Tongue roll. Tunnel of love.
Your deer hoof. What?
Dinner roll. Coin burrs. Jeez. There's a lot of them on here.
Flamin' lips. If they got flamin' lips, don't enter that.
All right, now, wait. So most of the nicknames here are from other languages.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, so there's a bunch of them here. So it's called Deuce from the Netherlands. It's simply a box. Nothing exciting. Tostón. In Puerto Rico, tostón means a roasted
You're not going to go
suckling
through
pig.
all these, right?
Maybe. Sapo. The Chilean people use this word to describe the vagina,
I like the next one.
and it means toad. Go ahead.
Your papa. A Spanish word that means two chins on an overweight person.
God.
I want to fuck your papa.
Is it a mule? Is a French slang for vagina. All right, we got to stop this before we insult somebody here. Sorry, ladies. We just this was just something that all sparked up because my sister said that she just cracked up because I never heard it called a tuna canoe before. Have you ever heard of it called a tuna canoe?
No.
Yeah.
I've heard people say, I'm going to take the... Something about the skin boat to Tuna Town. I've heard
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, that comes from Grumpier Old Man.
No. That's take
Skin
the
boat to Tuna Town.
Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah,
Huh.
let me look at that. I'll
Such
find
a
it.
good movie.
I might be able to find it. So that we're gonna stop that because I'm sure there's female listeners to our show. We apologize if it offended anybody, but we just thought it
No,
was.
we don't.
But no, I don't want anybody to get like bent out of shape because we did this. But
Look,
I just
if
wanted
they
to.
didn't get bent out of shape over me kneeling on an Oreo's throat and saying I was Derek Chauvin,
All right.
they're not going to
But
get offended
I
because I
just-
said you have a pop-up pussy.
I just wanted to talk about this just because there's. How does it get so many names? Could you imagine what the names are for penis?
Yeah. Somebody called it Schween. In my case, oh my God, you have one. Nub. What? That's gross. Anyway,
What the hell did he say? Tuna Town?
Skin boat to Tuna Town. Looks like Chuck's taking the old one eye to the optometrist. Anyway.
It is from Grumpier Old Men. Hang on.
Yeah, it looks like Chuck's taking the skin boat to Tuna Town.
There it is. Skin boat to Tuna Town. So apparently we
That's
can
such
now
a- I'm
we can
gonna
now
pull
call
clips
it
from that because that is such a good movie.
we can now call it a tuna canoe.
Okay.
All right. So on to construction, Josh.
I don't know. This just pissed me off because they're, again repaving 61 in Schuylkill Haven for, the
The
season
15th time.
for the season.
Well, all those tax dollars that they collect for the roads that they don't get from emissions inspections.
Fucking scumbags. So, it just pissed me off because the other day when they started, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh God.
I was gonna say something to make you stop sneezing.
What? Goonie goo goo. Ah, I got jism coming out my nose. So, they set everything up, and they're doing nothing. The lanes are down to one lane, but they were doing nothing. Today, come through.
Did they mill the road?
No, they hadn't even done that yet. Now the road's milled, but I came through today, still down to one lane. Parts of it are paved, parts of it aren't paved, and it's still down to one lane. They're not even working on it today.
Josh, it's state workers.
I don't give a flying fuck. Get the fuck out there and finish shit. I mean, what the fuck? It just annoys me. Go drive from PA to Maryland. As soon as you cross the PA border, the roads are fucking spotless.
After you get a big bump, then there's a.
They're smooth as could be. It's like a baby's ass. Not that I, I'm not a connoisseur, but
Uh-huh.
that just pissed me off. And then from there, okay, late night, can't decide what I want to eat, whatever. Amber's like, why don't we just go to Burger King? You can order on the app, go pick it up, great. You get there, you pick it up, wonderful. So I go in to order, and they had a fucking stupid cutoff. It said, oh, sorry, we switched to our limited menu at 10:50. Why 10:50? Pick 11 o'clock. 10:50 just irritated me. I was ordering at 10:49, and it switched. I was halfway into, like, the sandwich I wanted, and it wouldn't let me add it in my cart because they switched it to the evening menu.
Oh, you did it through the app?
Yeah,
Okay.
but what pissed me off was, it was, oh, due to whatever, blah, 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 blah. We have a limited menu selection.
It's a lead time. They probably changed the menu at 11 o'clock, but online it'll do it at 10:50.
But, okay, what pissed me off was I could get the new Whopper that's on, like, sourdough bread. But I couldn't get a fucking rodeo burger. It's a cheeseburger with an onion ring on it.
They may not make onion. Did you see if they make onion rings?
Yeah,
that
you
late?
can order onion rings. Explain to me why some BK fuck back there can't squirt a little barbecue sauce
This is the challenge.
on an onion ring.
You've never worked in a restaurant to understand.
You're fucking A right.
They probably only have one person that works late.
Ain't my fault.
Do you know how long it takes to clean?
Okay.
You're not sympathetic.
Then don't tout yourself as a 24-hour
There-
drive-through.
Is it a 24-hour drive-through?
Yes, it
With a
is.
limited menu after 11 o'clock.
But I don't give a fuck. Explain to me why I can get a Whopper, which is way more complicated than a rodeo burger with
No.
a fucking onion ring on it.
Because the Whopper is very common. It's the limited menu comes from their menu offerings and how busy they
Okay,
are.
so what's so limited about an onion ring, a cheeseburger, and barbecue sauce?
It's not,
You
Josh.
can get all three separate.
It comes off of the menu because they don't sell a lot of them at night. They run the things like cheeseburgers, french fries, onion rings, like the shit that sells. So that way they don't have to keep a bunch of stuff out.
So now I have to order a fucking cheeseburger, an onion ring, and get barbecue sauce separate. Just so I
coulda-
can
you
make
coulda
my
just
rodeo
did that,
burger.
yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Why don't you just order a fucking Whopper with a side of barbecue sauce and onion
It
rings?
was bullshit. I don't get it.
Whoa, Schwarber is pissed off. What am I missing?
It'll be thrown
He
out.
is pissed.
You're out of here. See you, bye.
He is pissed. What am I missing? I've never seen it. He threw his helmet down. Holy hell. Josh, what am I missing?
Oh. Maury's out there. The results are in. He's not the father.
I don't know what the hell Schwarber just yelled. He is pissed off. He didn't get thrown out either. That's great.
And I don't know. From there, we went to a
Yeah. Sorry, folks. Got distracted
a
there for a
step
second.
back in time. I don't know if I still have this on here or not.
Yeah, I can't believe you actually went to this place.
I decided it was very important for Will and Gavin, and Amber agreed. So we took a step back in time. We went to the Berkshire Mall. Depressing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not-
I haven't been there in a long
Now,
time.
no,
but
there's a lot of stores in there yet.
yeah.
But what makes you feel depressing is, like, I had, like, memories of my childhood. I was like, this is terrible. Like,
Do you remember when the girl walked into the fountain and sued them all?
yeah, but she didn't. She didn't win though
She didn't win, no.
because she's a fucking dope.
Yeah.
But it's depressing because, like, everything. It was like stepping into a time capsule.
Yeah.
Everything is still almost the same.
Mhm.
There's a couple stores that aren't there. There's new
The-
ones that are there.
The
But
upstairs food court.
oh my god, it was so sad. Like,
Do they still have the glass elevator?
yes.
Yeah.
And we rode like the they wanted to ride the escalators, or as Will calls them, the excavators or excavators. But it was so sad. Like, these kids nowadays aren't gonna know what a fucking mall is.
No, because you do everything online.
It's so sad.
Have you ever taken him to the King of Prussia Mall?
No,
We need to go there. That's pretty cool.
I know, but like fairgrounds. We drove by there. I'm like,
There's nothing there. It's not a mall anymore.
I was like, buddy, this used to be a mall. The building's not even there anymore. They knocked it over.
yeah.
It's
just
like
just the
the
anchor
only thing
stores.
that's there, yeah, are the anchor stores, like
Burlington Coat Factory
the movie theater
and Boscov's.
and Boscov's.
Yep.
Which,
Everything in between is gone.
oh my god, it's so depressing.
Mhm.
Like, I was just like, this is where I get all upset, and I literally do. I cry about this shit because, like, I'm gonna die someday, and it scares the fuck out of me. Like, really, like, all this could be gone one day. Really could. You could be sitting across from Ryan.
Yeah.
Guess you're just counting the hours, but
Yeah. We have a plan worked out.
you
don't
gotta
worry.
tell me. You gotta tell me you're not the slightest bit upset that you're getting older.
I turned 34 this year, but that's not that big of a deal.
Why am I so hung up on this?
I don't know.
Do I need to go to like
Says the
therapy?
guy who fucking faced death already.
I know. You'd think I'd be ready for it.
Yeah.
But
Well, apparently you weren't because you got out of it.
it's just not fair. Why do I have to die? Why can't somebody else die?
Oh, my God. All right,
Why
move
can't
on.
some poor homeless guy
Move
over
on.
me
Talk about
die?
Will's poop story. Another
Oh,
Will
wait,
poop story.
no. So then we're walking out of the mall, and we get in the car, and we're getting ready to leave. And I'm pulling, like we parked back by like the pet shop entrance because they wanted to see the dogs. So it'd just be like a Firehouse Subs and all that shit was there. So we pull out and we're waiting to like turn onto the road. And there's this black dude walking down, big fat black dude walking down the sidewalk. And he had a shirt, and it pissed me off because I know damn well if I put this fucking shirt on, oh my God, I'd be a racist, and oh, you're a scumbag
You are a
bigot, and you
racist.
like Trump. It said less white, more black. Now, if I had a shirt that said less black, more white, holy fuck. Oh my God, you're Derek Chauvin's brother. And I'd be like, yeah, I am, motherfucking proud. Yeah, woo! Take out Floyd. But like, come on. How is that okay? This is going to lead into a whole nother discussion here about stuff, and I think we should do it because
No.
it's controversial.
No, we're already at almost an hour, so no.
That's fine.
No.
For-
No.
For another night, then.
No.
For another night.
No.
Why can you not ruffle the slightest amount of
No.
feathers?
No.
You want to have equality
No,
in
we
the
already
world?
we already talked about
We
vaginas.
didn't- well, I'm not. Oh, yeah, they're offensive. They're all pink on the inside.
All
Come
right.
on.
All right.
We all bleed
Done.
red,
Move
motherfucker. Black,
forward.
white, green, purple. We're all bleed.
Move.
Well, maybe not green, but
Move on.
no, that's not fair.
Move on.
You're kneeling on my neck.
Move on.
You're kneeling on my
Move on.
neck.
I'll turn your mic off and keep going.
Wouldn't be the first fucking time, right?
Yeah.
God damn bullshit.
right.
It's not fair.
Talk about your child. Get over this.
Yeah, so anyway, whatever. So I'm a coach for the baseball team. We get to practice, and the field we practice at is hardly a field. It's literally just a field, like, of grass. But that's just the practice field. Like, they play on real fields. So anyway, oh, there he is again. That's what happened. They lost. Ha! Anyway, so are you going to listen to my story?
I'm listening.
All right. You sure? So we get the field, and I always get there early because Will calls my COVID cruiser a limo because the windows are tinted and nobody can see in on them. So he likes to come up front, we'll sit in the front seat, and I turn The Simpsons on. We'll watch it on my
Is
phone.
he allowed to sit in the front?
Well, no, not when I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
Only when we get to the field. So we get there, I set it up on a little mount thing. We watch it, and this comes through the speakers. It's awesome. So we're sitting there, and he goes, Daddy. And I was like, that's when something's up. And I go, what's up? He goes, I think I gotta poop. I said, you think or you gotta? Because we're not going anywhere, bud. And it's like, we're surrounded by trees, and there's paths and whatever else. He goes, I gotta go. I'm like, great. And practice is 2 hours long, so there's no way he's making it through practice. Whatever, fine. So I drive my car up this, like, rocky, muddy-ass road, and we get to this open field. It's actually a shooting range. Now, there's nobody on the shooting range, so we're good. And he's like, what are we doing here? I'm like, you're going to take a shit? He's like, on the ground? I said, yeah, on the ground. I said, you got to learn sometime, pal. So he drops his pants, and he goes, ooh, the wind's tickling my butt. And I'm like, well, shit fast.
Get used to that.
So I'm going to try to do this because he, like, bends down, and he couldn't, like, figure out how to, like, hold himself. So he's, like, trying not to fall over. So we finally do this thing where, like, I stick my arm out like this, and he sits on top of my arm like this, so his ass is hanging out here. And I've seen the kid shit 100 times. I've never seen the shit actually, like, come out because he's always in the toilet. And when he was
So
a baby,
disturbing.
like, he shit in my hand when he was a baby, but, like, he was, like, literally, like, 2 days old and he shit in my hand. So anyway, he's getting ready, and it was like watching, like, a rocket take off into space. Like, I could hear, like, the 3, 2, like, I thought the Russians were nuking because this thing came out with, if I would have been in front of it, it would have been like,
He told you he had to shit.
I couldn't believe it. It was like the size of my arm. Like, how it came out of him, I don't know. And then he's like, well, now what? I said, well, now I'm going to wipe you. Now, luckily, I keep, like, sheets and McDonald's napkins in there. So I pull him out, and I'm wiping him. And as I'm wiping him, his butt's clean, you just hear... and my fucking mouth and face were open at his... Like, if the camera was his butthole, it's just... He goes, do you smell that? I'm like, I taste it. So then...
Make a father proud.
He pulls his pants up. He goes, well, what are you going to do with all those napkins? I said, I'm leaving them lay on the ground. That's what I'm doing. He goes, that's littering. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? He goes, you should, like, cover them and stuff. And he's going like this. You should, like, cover them and stuff. So there I am on the ground, and I'm kicking my feet back and forth, trying to, like, stir up enough dirt to pile on top of his turds and stuff. And then he goes, it looks like my turd's covered in sprinkles, because there were, like, little stones that got
Oh, my God.
And then we drive back down. You should have seen the fucking smile on his face sitting in the back seat. He's like this.
Because he just shit in the woods.
You would have thought he just met, like, the president.
Okay.
Oh, my God. He was so proud of himself for taking a dump in the woods.
Apparently a projectile dump in the woods, too.
Oh, my God. It was crazy. Then
How do you not throw up for that? You fucking throw up for hot food, but watch your kid take a shit and it's okay.
once you have a kid, you know, you pretty much become immune to pee, poop, blood, snot, all that stuff.
But not spicy stuff.
He sits there like this sometimes, and he'll go, I'll go fingers, and he'll go, oh, sure, but when you're driving, it's a different story. And I'm like, you're not supposed to watch what I do when I drive. Just because I pick my boogers. I mean, I don't do it all the time, but if I'm hungry, what the fuck? Well, I ain't stopping at Wawa and paying for a pretzel. And that's what's happening.
Oh, my God. The story is just... And Will also asked to come back on the show again.
He did ask to come back on the
Yeah.
show, so maybe.
And I said no because he drops F-bombs. We're going to get in trouble for, like, child. Yeah.
That
That's
could
what
be
happened when
that could
Will
be
started
the-
taking a shit.
the Will curse alert.
Yeah.
He'll be like,
All right, it is time for what day is it? So, April 28th, 2022. It is Great Poetry Reading Day. What the hell?
oh shit!
You playing your-
Started playing.
All right, you're a little early there, Josh. A little premature. Typical for you. It is
Go
National
fuck yourself.
Bravehearts Day.
Bravehearts.
Yeah. People affected by pediatric cancer. Bravehearts Day.
Never heard of
National Kids and Pets Day. National Stop Food Waste Day. It is National Superhero Day. It is National Take Your Kids to Work Day. And last but not least,
What?
it is National Blueberry Pie Day.
So what happens to all the people that live in the projects when that day comes up? Take your kid to work day. Do they go to the living room?
Josh, you could say the same thing for people that work from home now.
Okay, well, still, but like they probably have an office with a laptop. You're gonna tell me people in the projects was like, "Hey, young Shafid, let's go to work today." Okay, where we going, Mama? We go down to the kitchen. We're gonna sit at the table, baby.
Are you done insulting people tonight? It's
It's
kind of what you do, but are you done?
for now.
Okay. All right. Trivia question, Josh.
Oh fuck! Let me find mine. Hang on.
You didn't get a trivia question?
No, I have it. I just gotta
Okay.
pull it up.
All right. Well, while Josh is not prepared as usual.
Go fuck yourself. I'm
All right.
prepared.
So, according to experts, you can quicken the growth of this vegetable, maybe considered fruit. This
If it's on AC.
you can quicken the growth of this fruit/vegetable by placing it in a dark shed to mimic spring. The result is this results in a growth that is unusually so fast that you can actually hear the plant popping as it lengthens. So let me read that again. So according to experts, you can quicken the growth of this plant, which is somewhat edible, used for pie, by placing it in a dark shed to mimic spring. This results in a growth that is unusually so fast that you can hear the plant popping as it lengthens. Did you get your trivia question yet?
Yeah, the fucking page I was on closed, so I gotta find it. I had a good one too. Okay, here it is. When was the first official American baseball game played?
Where was?
When was?
When was? 1800 something.
I don't know.
And we'll have to find out. I'm pretty sure it was 1800 something. All right, on to your stories, Josh.
No. We got to do a brief musical interlude because my phone's crashing. So I got to put the stories on here. Oh, fuck my life.
Why don't you just plug your phone in?
No. Like, it's literally, like, every time I try to switch the page, it, like...
All right, well, here's the deal. Josh is going to go last in stories tonight. So, because that gives you time. All right, and then you can play your clip after mine.
Whatever.
All right, so we're going to change it up a little bit because Josh is having a technology
Fuck
meltdown
overnight.
over there. Yeah. All right, so first on my list, a class action lawsuit may occasionally feel frivolous, and sometimes they are, but at the core, they're intended to serve a purpose to keep companies honest, and a new lawsuit filed against Kraft Heinz Corporation hopes to do just that, alleging that their Country Time canisters do not produce as much lemonade as advertised.
Are you
In the-
shitting me? Somebody sued over
In the
this?
27-page complaint filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Alabama, a local plaintiff represented by a law firm claims that 19-ounce canisters of Country Time lemonade and pink lemonade are falsely labeled because they do not contain enough powder to actually produce 8 quarts of lemonade as advertised on their packaging. The proposed class action lawsuit alleges that when following the instructions on the label, customers instead get a mere 6 quarts of drink. The filing itself doesn't delve deeply into how the plaintiff arrived at the 6-quart claim. They began noticing that the lemonade and pink lemonade tasted diluted. The plaintiff further noticed that when measuring the powder drink mix, he was only able to measure 6 quarts worth of powder drink mix instead of the usual 8 quarts worth of powder drink mix per canister.
Pick a different story. This pisses me off.
The suit explains
This is what's wrong with fucking
that
America.
for quantities of a quart or more, customers are supposed to use the canister's lid as a measuring cup, meaning Country Time not only controls the amount of powder provided, but also how it's measured. Looking at Country Time's own website, the math is arguably a bit fuzzy. The brand promises that a canister makes about 21 servings, with each serving making 12 fluid ounces. This the estimate only gets us 7.875 quarts, and crunching the numbers in grams of actual powder.
This is not true.
Each serving is defined as 26 grams, with the package labeled as containing 538 grams of mix, which comes out to slightly scant 20.7 servings, but it does say about 21 servings. And yet, even the filing admits that the instructions state add more or less to taste. So making Country Time lemonade isn't an exact science, especially when handling dry measures in tablespoons as a single serving instructions call for. But how much wiggle room does Country Time have with all of this? And is there actually enough powder in a canister to begin with? We may find out in the court of law. For its own part, Kraft Heinz is holding fast. We are aware of the lawsuit, but believe it lacks any merit. We will strongly defend against the allegations, says a spokesperson. Meanwhile, the plaintiff is seeking equitable relief, declaratory judgment, restitution,
Oh, that's good.
and
Give me $3
alternative
back
damages
What
for
the
a
fuck?
class action similarly situated.
The fact that this could go to court is what's wrong with the fucking world.
Well, no, it's probably preliminary. It doesn't mean it's actually going to go to court.
The fact that some motherfucker could actually say, I'm going to sue Country Time Lemonade.
The law firm that's representing these people is a fucking moron.
Yeah, what is it? Shemp, Howard, and Fine? Curly, and Curly? That's so dumb. God damn it, that pisses me off. Pick something else, seriously. Do you have another story?
All right, I do. So Taco Bell has luggage. So Taco Bell's new luggage collection is inspired by their hot sauce packets.
Oh, that's good.
Taco Bell is the 6th most U.S. locations of any dining chain, according to the magazine. So needless to say, it is not quite a destination restaurant, but yet, as a purveyor of Mexican-inspired cuisine, the brand does evoke a bit of a vacation feel, subconsciously nodding to warm weather and summer travel. The chain often plays into the vibes, adding margaritas to cantina locations, releasing swimsuits and pool floats, even launching a pop-up hotel and resort in Palm Springs. But today, Taco Bell has announced what may be its most blatant encouragement to take a vacation to date, a capsule collection of travel essentials in collaboration with Calpac. So a team up of 2 Southern California lifestyle brands, the eye-popping colored luggage includes 4 items in total: the Fire carry-on suitcase, Hot duffel bag, Diablo crossbody bag, and Mild 5-piece packing cube set, but which obviously each one of those is the Taco Bell hot sauce, Josh. All the items will be available to the general public beginning on April 26th, which is 2 days ago, through either Calpac or Taco Bell's online taco shop. However, for Taco Bell Fire Tier Rewards members, a limited number of each item will be available for early access starting this past Saturday, the 23rd. So what the hell do you have to, how much Taco Bell do you have to eat to get a Fire Tier reward?
I don't think I've ever shit on my floor.
So compact enough, so they, so here are the descriptions of each of these.
I don't care.
So the Fire carry-on suitcase, which is very bright orange, it's compact enough to effortlessly slide into the overhead compartment. Fire is the perfect rolling cabin-sized companion, soft-sided with zippered front pocket, 360-degree spinner wheels, and a removable zippered pouch. This spicy little number has all travel needs covered. It makes it easy as ever to be good to go from TSA to taxi with a TSA-accepted lock plus a cushioned top and side handles. The Hot duffel bag is the must-have duffel bag, is lightweight and spacious with a convenient zippered front
Why did you
pocket.
pick 2 of the worst stories?
Fuck you.
If I saw some motherfucker walking through an airport with a goddamn salsa pack bag, fuck you.
All right, so as far as I'll stop because Josh is getting all irritated. It's
No,
good.
don't
It's
stop.
good. It's
Don't
good.
stop.
It's good that Josh fucking gets irritated over my articles because now I never get upset at his. So as far
Yeah, exactly.
as for what to pack, Taco Bell has some ideas on that as well. Starting May 3rd, the chain will be releasing their new summer collection on the Taco Shop, which will include the travel-inspired items like Fire, Hot, and Mild luggage tags and passport holders. I'm gonna get one. Along with the return of the fan favorites for warmer weather like sauce, packet, beach towels, and koozies. Dude, I'm so getting these. I think that's awesome. So, all right. So there you go. So get some Taco Bell
One of us is in
hot
deep trouble.
luggage. And then last but not least, I think you might like this, and we're going to have to find these and try these. So DiGiorno, frozen pizza company, is introducing a bunch of new pizzas. So it is probably the best-known pizza brand in the frozen food aisle at your grocery store, but you can only eat so much pepperoni and supreme. So now DiGiorno is coming out with some new flavors that will send a shockwave through your taste buds.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So, and the new flavors are not just for lunch and dinner, they're also for breakfast. So the first new line of pizzas features their new breakfast croissant crust, which I think might be actually pretty good.
I'd try that.
So there are 3 different flavors that come with the crust: cinnamon roll, eggs Benedict inspired, and sausage and gravy.
What the fuck is it with you?
So while there may be other croissant pizzas out there, this is the only breakfast one available nationwide. So there is also, so DiGiorno, they've got like tons of different ones. So they also have a fully stuffed, which literally has cheese like a fucking mozzarella stick under the pizza. They have the hand tossed for that too. So they've got a lot of cool shit. So I definitely got to get this because I'm intrigued on the cinnamon. They have the cinnamon croissant one, the cinnamon roll, and then they have the eggs Benedict inspired. So we're definitely going to try and get our hands on these pizzas at some point and give them a shot and see what they taste like. So did I do better with that third one?
Yeah, that brought it back. But
Josh is all pissed off because we got Taco Bell luggage and Country Time lawsuits.
And what if you're the douchebag that sues Country Time and then you get the Taco Bell luggage? You should just be shot.
With your money?
Fucking bullshit. And they're gonna win something, and they'll settle out of court and get 50.
No, I don't think that Kraft Heinz is gonna settle out of court on this one. So everything is estimated. They're gonna wind up making they're gonna have to
put like a disclaimer.
They're gonna have to put a disclaimer that it's all estimated, which it is anyway. Nothing is a perfect science.
I don't think they like me very much.
No, they don't. All right, on to you, Josh. You get to finish it off this time. You have 6 minutes to the end of the show.
6 minutes, my balls. All right, here we go.
Well, you can do it. You always rush me.
Shut up. Here we go. A little bit of One Crazy Summer.
Let me tell you a story about a little fat boy that nobody loved, and that all the other kids, they used to make fun of him, and they would pick on him, and then they used to say that he talked funny and stuff, and he had a twin brother, and everybody said they didn't look anything like his twin brother, but he wanted to.
Egg, were you the little fat boy?
No, but I used to like to beat him up, you know. I'd grab him and go, why are you so fat? Why are you so fat? And I'd beat the shit out of him.
If you've never seen that movie, you have to see it.
Such a great movie.
You saw it?
Yes.
Oh, good. So, I couldn't find anything that really went into any of my stories here, but we'll start with beating the shit out of a little fat kid to falling into a pile of shit. That's right. A woman had to be rescued after she fell into an outhouse toilet while trying to retrieve her phone.
What a moron.
The woman used dog leashes to tie herself off, and as she reached for the phone, she fell headfirst into the toilet. This happened in Washington. A woman accidentally dropped her cell phone into the hole of an outhouse in a national forest and fell in while trying to retrieve it. And she had to be rescued by firefighters at a Washington state park. The Brinyon Fire Department Chief Tim Manley said that the woman who had been using the restroom at top of Mount Walker in the Olympic National Forest in northwest Seattle had been using her phone when it fell into the toilet, the Sun reported. Manley said she disassembled the toilet seat and used dog leashes to try to get the phone, but eventually the used leashes let loose and failed her, and she went headfirst into the toilet. They didn't work, and when they didn't work, she went in, Manley said. The woman was alone and tried to get out for 10 or 15 minutes. Reunited with her phone, she called 911. Jesus Christ, could you imagine that phone call?
I'm in a shitter.
So you're not going to believe this. I fell in a toilet. Now,
not just a toilet, an outhouse.
Could you imagine what that... Oh. Like they're...
It probably was nice and cool.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, you got fucking turd logs swimming between your legs. And, like, I guess that's a true test of the iPhone there, you know. Not even shit will stop it from working. The responding firefighters passed her blocks to stand on to reach a harness, which they then used to pull her out of the toilet vault. She was washed down and strongly encouraged to seek medical attention after being exposed to that much human waste, which she replied she only wanted to leave. The fire chief said, I've been doing this for 40 years, and this was a first. So, yeah. I don't know, man. That would be... Oh. How do you get home? What, do you strip naked to sit in your car?
Well, I'd imagine. Didn't they say they washed her off?
Really? If you... Well, now you shit yourself. You shit yourself. You weren't even swimming in shit. You didn't want to drive your car home.
No, but what else was I supposed to do?
And remember the smell that was in that sucker? My God, we smelled that for weeks.
Can we not talk about this? We agreed that we weren't going to talk about this ever again.
It's not my fault. Look, I don't have incontinence issues. I use the restroom.
One day, you probably shit yourself multiple times and you just won't say anything.
No, I don't.
So, yeah, you fucking use this. Well, speaking of that, you need to hurry up because I ain't going to make it to the end of the show if you keep jabbering.
Hey, I'm on my last story, so shut up. And from hairy buttholes to a man who mysteriously had his tongue turned black and hairy is puzzling doctors. It was an oral patina. Indian doctors were left flabbergasted over a bizarre case of a man whose tongue became carpeted with black hair after he suffered a stroke. I don't know about that. That would be pretty weird.
Is that it? That was the end of your story?
No. He probably eats some mean pussy. I was looking for that. So anyway. So the man had a stroke. His Tufty taste buds were detailed Wednesday in the Journal of JAMA Dermatology by doctors from the Medical Trust Hospital in Cochin, Kerala, wherever the fuck that is. Matt, fact check us on that. Per their report, the 50-something patient had a hair-raising experience after he suffered a stroke. I gotta switch screens again because I'm trying to do too much here at one time. Be ready.
I know, I got you all messed up over there.
Yeah, you're yelling at me. So, anyway. So he had a stroke which paralyzed his left side, hindering his chewing. As a result, doctors put him on an all-liquid diet, whereupon, after several months, his lollipop liquor developed a layer of black hair. Dermatologists subsequently took mucus samples, which revealed that he had a very rare condition known as black hairy tongue, or lingua velosa nigra, where one's tongue gets tiny conical protrusions on the tongue that are from where the taste buds originate. They become enlarged and discolored due to a buildup of debris and bacteria. This lends them to appear like hairs, which can grow nearly 1 inch long if the tongue is not regularly scraped. The ailment, which most commonly affects adults over 40, is often attributed to poor oral hygiene. Poor oral hygiene.
Yeah, you do that better than I do. You have more practice.
What?
There you go.
However, LVN has also linked medications, including penicillin and tetracycline, certain brands of mouthwash. Jesus Christ. So could you imagine using mouthwash and your tongue grows hair? It is suspected that the man's diet of soft foods and liquids, which do not abrade the tongue's surface, caused the condition. And while his oral patina is generally harmless, the patient sought treatment after his tongue developed yellow stains due to food getting stuck in his fur. Fortunately, doctors were able to trim his long locks. The patient and caregivers were given advice regarding proper cleansing measures, and a discoloration resolved itself after 20 days. Despite it seeming alien-like, it's actually quite normal, with more than 13% of adults developing this condition throughout their lifetime. In order to prevent one's stamp moistener from sprouting a beard, doctors recommend scouring it twice a day with a toothbrush or a tongue scraper. In other words, you should brush your tongue to avoid needing to comb it. In an oddly similar hairy situation in 2018, a 55-year-old woman suffered from black hairy tongue syndrome after taking antibiotics to treat wounds she sustained in a car accident. And these pictures are fucking disgusting. Oh. Anyway, that's it. It's really salty.
You talk about my crappy stories.
No, mine aren't. Yours weren't crappy. Yours were just angering. Like,
all right,
I want to kill a baby.
All
now,
right.
let's be clear. I don't want to kill babies.
Josh doesn't want to actually kill babies. All right, so trivia questions real quick as we're wrapping up the show for tonight. So according to experts,
they're coming for us.
According to experts, you can quicken the growth of this plant by placing it in a dark shed to mimic spring. This results in a growth that is unusually so fast that you can hear the plant popping as it lengthens.
Can I have a hint?
You use it to make pie. It's potentially poisonous if you don't cook it correctly.
Rhubarb?
Rhubarb. So according to the experts, it says that rhubarb, if you put it in and mimic it, you can actually make it grow so fast that it has popping. I actually want to try that to see what it is. So that is my trivia question for this week, Josh.
Shocking, my fucking copy moved, and now I got to find where I was.
For your trivia, you asked when the first baseball game was.
Yeah, right. And I can't find the answer.
Was it somewhere in the
here it is. Here it is.
Was it somewhere in the 1800s?
Yes.
It's closer to the end of the 1800s.
And
should be around 1870?
No. According to this off of the History Channel, it says the first official game of American baseball was played under modern rules, and that happened on June 19th, 1846. It isn't well documented, but we do know that the game was played between the New York Knickerbockers and possibly the New York Gotham Club. And it was played in New Jersey. Sounds like a bunch of mobsters. But yeah.
I'm fact-checking that real quick because I thought we were
Are
closer.
you fucking kidding?
I am. I don't agree with that. So hang on.
I found it on multiple sources.
No, hang on. I thought it was closer to the 1870s, but it doesn't. So Wikipedia didn't have it. When?
I don't know. It says historians credit the Civil War for boosting the popularity of baseball. By the end of the war,
Okay, there it is. So
more
the
than
first
100
officially
clubs.
recorded organized baseball game took place on June 19th, 1846
Yeah, that's what I said.
in Hoboken, New Jersey.
That's what I said.
Yep. Okay. I thought it was closer to the 1870s before we actually had an official game. So, all right. That actually was good. Is it because we were watching baseball on TV?
That's exactly why it was.
All right. All right. So that is going to do it, everybody. Season 2, episode number 47. Stay tuned because next week it's episode 100. And it's no foreshadowing. We can tell you it's a fantastic show.
Can I come in for that show?
Yeah, absolutely. But we recorded it. Let you know, Vinny's back. We've
a star-studded lineup.
Yeah, we've resurrected. Yeah, we're not giving any hints. We resurrected Charles Nelson Riley from the dead. Ryan makes a cameo.
Jesus Christ
for a
might
little
be
bit.
here.
Yeah, so we have our typical folks on there. It is a full house. Super excited for next week. 100. I'm going to tell you, it definitely will not disappoint. Our typical technology issues happen and all that good stuff, but we made it happen, and we're so excited to bring it to you all for next week. But let's not focus on that. That's next week. Let's finish it up here tonight. So this is it, Season 2, Episode number 47 of The Dead End with Josh and AC. JoshAC.podme.com. You know how to find us, but just in case you wanted to change it up, we are on Apple Podcasts. We are on iTunes. We are on the Podbean app. We are on Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, CastBox, Pandora. We are available We're available on Amazon Music through your Alexa and many other places. Just check it out. Pretty much at this point,
anywhere you can play a podcast.
Yeah, anywhere you can play a podcast. We have done our best to get it onto every platform. So share with your friends, like us, all that kind of stuff. Josh.
Well, I can't wait. I'm going to announce it. Next week, Season 2, Episode 48, so 100. Episode 100 will be airing live on Fox. We literally just inked the deals.
Yeah.
With Jeff Bezos and what is those other guys? Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So we'll be on there. So check us out. Whatever your local Fox station is, I believe that it's going to start on 8 o'clock on Thursday. Also, if you can't find us on there, you can go to Facebook, look for Josh and AC Podcast, or simply at Josh and AC. We are on Instagram, also at Josh and AC Podcast. And if you'll be like Matt or Zach, you can send us emails, joshandaCpodcast@gmail.com. AC?
All right, everybody. Make sure that you get over to our YouTube page. We are now, this will be 6 weeks. It's quite a few weeks now that we're up on YouTube. So give that a definitely a look. We had quite a bit, Josh, of quick video watchers this week.
What does that mean?
Like we had a lot. So we're already at 11. So we stayed at 11 views, but we had like 10 views in the first 2 days of the episode this week.
Honestly, I don't care. It's so much not work now to do it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, yeah, for you.
It's not that hard.
It takes time, but I'm
stop
getting better
adding
with it.
new fucking equipment to the studio.
I know. Well, so we're getting there. But anyway, get on over to YouTube. Subscribe to our page so you get the alerts when it comes up. But the YouTube videos come out same exact time that our episodes come up on Podbean and all the platforms. So get over there and take a look at that. If you've never watched us on video camera, it's
Prepare
pretty cool.
yourself.
Yeah, well,
don't do it on a full stomach because
if you're gonna,
we are pretty offensive to the
If
eyes.
you're going to do it, it's either going to be this week or on episode 100. You definitely want to watch that. But any way that you listen, we appreciate that. It all counts for us. But anyway, have a wonderful week, everybody. Please get ready for episode 100. It's going to be fantastic. Live intro, all that kind of stuff. So not to give too much away, we want you to join us. But thanks as always for listening. It's been another great week. We'll see you next time.
See you later. Dude, that liver and onions is making a comeback.